Levy Freeman! Axe Warriors! Warriors! Nothing? Nothing. Okay. This is another 2v2 where I'm teamed up with Blue Steakman Flesh. Looks like we have some lag in this battle. I'm trying Massilia, which is, yeah, it's one of the Black Sea Culture Pack DLC factions. And yeah, Massilia is melting pot of Greek and barbarian units, but unfortunately they have the low tier weak barbarian units and the mid tier weak Greek units without the good skirmish support. So Hippeus can be nice, they are very expensive. My blue Steakman here, he is commanding the Iceni, so they do bring some much needed mid tier support for Massilia. And I'll just try to click things and hope they go away. Iceni Massilia, not the strongest team, especially considering we're up against Galatia Rome. I mean, that is let's say that's not an optimal opponent for Iceni. Let's see, yeah, because they have Levy Freeman, they have the Galatian swords, Galatian legionaries. This is just so tough to break down for. But what we could do, we could just say, screw you guys, I'm going over here. So moving hard towards the flank. Let's create a massive blob spamfest. And if I could potentially help Iceni a bit by... I mean, it looks like we do have a slight cavalry advantage. At least I have a cavalry advantage against Galatia. Even though they have mercenary Cappadocians, I have a lot more cavalry. Which is, to be honest, getting far away from my infantry here. So, let's just move. I'm going to hide behind Iceni. And then I'm going to send all the cavalry over here to protect my flank. Because what I want to do here, use my Celtics here, use my Levy Free here, use my Axe Warriors here. I'll just try to use the Levy Free to eat some fire. Cavalry is where we do have an advantage, so ideally that is where we make something happen. So in that case, sending Levy Free against Levy Free is not the worst I could do. Although sacrificing Levy Freeman is never, it's frowned upon. I'm going to actually try to javelin the Galatian swords behind here. Let's just charge in. Now I'll try to charge the center, didn't work. Pull this unit away. What I'm mainly concerned about is precursors, so I'm going to move around here and try to remove some precursors. Yeah, they have fire at will on, that's great. So it looks like I'm going to be able to bait a lot of precursors here. Looks like there's Levy Free moving around the flanks. I'm going to give them a charge with my Celtics. Somehow my levy freemen are losing, which is of course shocking. Let's see here. I'll go in frontally against Rome here. Give Iceni an opening. Let's use the Hippeus for that instead.
Orders understood.
I'll go in frontally against Rome with my Hippeus. Try to hit the Evocati here. Come on, for glory. And Iceni should follow up here.
Ready and waiting. Hippeus lancers. Shock cavalry.
Iceni really should follow up here.
Hippeus lancers. Ready for orders. Advance at speed.
Charge the entire front line. Come on, Iceni, you really need to follow up this charge. My Celtics are getting sort of wrecked there. I'll do the same thing again with against Rome here. Send the Hippeus in frontally. And now Iceni follows up, which is great. Just keep Galatia at bay, focus on Iceni. I think that's going to be... focus on Rome. I think that's going to be very useful. Swing around, focus on the levy freemen here. Hopefully they don't have precursors. They do not, so I'll continue through. Straight into the Galatian legionaries. Continue straight through. Continue back into Rome here. Take out the Syrians. Yeah, like I said, cavalry is the main thing here. Getting our cavalry to do the work. And Galatia is not supporting Iceni too well, which allows us to get some great rear charges here. Allows us to get in the chariot. These Hippeus are going to get a lot of kills. And look at Rome just breaking here under the combined assault. Very nice. Now I'll charge the noble horse with my Hippeus. Send in this Hippeus frontally to cause some chaos. Charge the Galatian legionaries behind the Galatian swords. I hit charge speed, not much they can do. And yeah, disorganize them a bit at least. I did lose my Hippeus. But we do have a lot of cavalry left. My Celts are going to get wrecked by these Galatians. However, not so much when I support here with my Hippeus. That should help a bit. So, follow up with the axis down here.
Yes, Commander.
Now I'll send my Hippeus in against these Galatian legionaries. Do a bit of a switch here. Send the axe warriors in against the send in against the mercenary Cappadocians.
Warriors ready. Understood. Advance at speed.
Galatia is significantly stronger, of course, than anything I have. But as long as I'm able to deny enough charges, then I'm going to be fine.
Understood. Light cavalry. Ready.
Deny charges, send in the axes.
Axe. Warrior. Light cavalry. Swift melee.
Working reasonably well.
Light cavalry. General.
Yeah, so now I broke through here.
Ready and waiting. Ready.
I can start supporting.
Light cavalry. Shock cavalry ready.
Delicious rear charge opportunity here.
Warrior.
But you can see how well Galatia is doing here, even though basically soloing two armies.
Commander. Yes, commander.
Rome died fast due to the support.
Warrior. Axe warriors. Melee warrior.
The Galatian general is about to die, which of course is a problem for Galatia.
General. Orders understood. Light cavalry. Light cavalry.
Let's send the Massilian cavalry through here.
Yes, commander.
Try to break up this blob before my axe warriors break.
Advance. Warriors ready. Light cavalry.
Good Hippeus charge. Follow through to the Syrians. Get another rear charge in here.
At your service. Advance at speed.
Oh, this is quite nice.
Light cavalry. Under forward. Warriors.
Rear charge here. Rear charge here.
Await your command. For glory. Infantry. Light cavalry. Ready for order.
It looks like, yeah, the shield wall glitched here, which is why my axe warriors are doing well.
Warriors.
I wondered why that unit wasn't dead yet, but it was
Cavalry.
the shield wall glitch.
For glory.
Costly victory there for Massilia and Iceni. I didn't expect that result against top tier Rome Galatia at all, but it was a fun one. Wow, that was not expected. The players did a great job, the Axis did a decent job. Galatia was shut down to a significant degree, but Rome was just wrecked by cavalry. And for Iceni, his chariot did a great job, his mid-tiers do a great job, and that was a pretty good game, I think. Strength and honor.